I was not planning on doing a video this week. I was going to do some next week because I got some movies to watch. I was going to review them, and I was going to do them next week. I'm actually in Grundy right now. I'm at my friend Ryan's house. If you know me, you know who Ryan is. And we went to a place called McKay's, where some of you around here for sure know who that is, or where that is, I should say, and what that is, but some of you might not. But before I get to that, I will just say that today I have been part of what I like to consider the greatest purchase probably in the history of purchases. Not since the great Turner Classics, snafu of years ago where they sold the Halloween box set for 20 bucks before they realized what they were doing and cut all those orders off. Has a sale, or not a sale, I guess an error. This good happened. Good for me, bad for like the store, I guess, and probably whoever returned this. But nonetheless, McKay's is a used DVD, Blu-ray, comic books, toys, everything. They got everything. You take stuff there. A lot of times they trade it in. You get cash, you get store credit, and they sell that stuff. And there's one located in Knoxville here in Tennessee, one located in Nashville, and one located in Chattanooga, which is the one I went to today. Basically, I was broke, and I was trading in some stuff, so I had no intentions of getting anything. And while I'm sitting there waiting for them to go through my stuff, I'm looking through a window, and what I see through the window appears to be the Scream Factory Friday the 13th box set. The deluxe edition, which I think is only 150, I think, on Amazon right now. I think 130 on Walmart, cheapest price I've seen it. Me and Ryan went over there, this was in the box set collection, which is behind the counter. So I figured the price would be according to what it is. So just for the sake of asking, went over there and said, "Well, how much is that?" The woman didn't even know. For one, she didn't know it was Friday 13 box set. She said if she'd know that, she'd already got it. So there's that much. But this is sitting there. And we ask her what the price is, and she replies with $30.95. Now this is, look, there's a sticker. It says Friday 13th on it. Friday 13th complete. This is not a lie. This is what happened. $30.95 for the limited edition Friday the 13th box set in near pristine condition. Like you could say there's a little nub here on the corner of the box, but everything else is here even though it's out of place. At least I think it is. Now I haven't went through this. I'm going to do this on this video, so this could be me showing myself get screwed here, but somebody brought this in, and I can only assume that somebody that don't know what they're doing and didn't take time maybe to properly look it up consider this to be like the 1 through 8 collection Walmart has. That's the only thing I can figure out, which is like, I think that's 25 bucks, 30 bucks. Maybe they thought that's what this was. Or they just assumed it was. And they put that price on it, which don't explain why it was in the expensive section. But it was there. And naturally, I'm at a bit of a pandemic. I'm like, well, I don't really have the cash to get this today. I mean, I could. It's going to hurt. It's going to take out of my other funds. But the thing is Ryan had store credit. Had a lot of store credit. So we ended up getting this, or I should say he got this for me, for $30.95 tax-free. So it gets even better. So now, obviously, I'm going to make it right with him in the future. But for now, I have this set that everybody was all about, everybody wanted. That should be like 150 bucks, 140, 130 at the cheapest for 30 bucks. And of course now let's look at it and let's see, make sure everything's all here, because it would be bad if all this time this thing ain't what it's supposed to be. But we'll see what we got here. Like I said, it's way out of order, but there's the second disc, part 2. It's in the case, which is good. Not a scratch on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. There is not a scratch on this thing. So that's great. Part 3 here. Basically, we're turning this into an unboxing just to try to figure out if everything's good. Not a scratch on it. Now, of course, this does raise the question of how am I going to get the replacement disc for like the 4, I think there's like 4 movies in this set that don't have a, that have a replacement disc, I should say. Here's the bonus disc 1, bonus disc 2. We'll put this over here. Like I said, we're just going through here now just to figure it out. New Beginning. One of my favorite ones, actually, out of the bunch. Like, again, no scratch on the disc. There's like So this too good to be true deal appears to definitely be true, oddly enough. Here we got Jason Lives. You know, when they did the Halloween box set from Turner Classic Movies and they screwed it up and all that wonderful stuff, like I had ordered it and I had a friend order me one too, so that way, you know, if they went through, I'd get one. Best case scenario, I'd get one. You know, worst case scenario, I'll get two. But there's that one. Of course, mine never arrived. I know like both Dead Pit guys got theirs and other people got theirs before they figured out what was going on and cut those off. So this, to me, is on that level of a deal, of a steal pretty much. This is Jason Takes Manhattan. Again, so far, no problems, nothing, besides the fact that I do have to try to figure out how I'm going to get the replacement disc, if it's even possible for me to get a replacement disc at this point. And even if I can't, it's still worth 30 bucks, obviously. There's part 1. 2 discs here for part 1. That one's a little dirty, but it's not scratched. So far, that's the only problem we've seen on anything here. That one's perfect. So far, out of all these we've looked through, part 1 has a little dirt on the disc. And that's the only problem we have. No, wait, the final chapter. Let's nitpick a little bit. Little tear on the cover there. So, looks like someone flipped the cover and got a little tear on it. I think I'm going to flip that one back, obviously. Not a scratch on it. But, so far, there's absolutely no reason to be disappointed with this purchase. Please don't slide off this piano while I'm posting everything up on here. There's one of the main reasons everybody wanted this. Jason Goes to Hell. So, in its unrated form. Yeah. Once again, nothing wrong with anything. So, it appears to be what I said it was, probably the best deal that anybody's probably got this year. Here we have the book laying halfway in the middle of everything, and it's obviously intact, which is good. Jason X. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know if you guys want to see the reverse case. I'm sure there's like been 5,000 unboxings on this thing by now, but it's just, you know, the principle of it, me wanting to make sure everything's here, and I'm about to knock them all on the floor, so you're about to hear a big loud boom here. I watch myself, but let me set these here for a second. And then lastly here we've got the remake, and we got Jason Goes to Hell. So far, so good. The only problem we have a small tear, like a very small tear on the cover of part 4, I believe it was, or part 4. And we have a little bit of dirt on the bottom of disc 1 for part 1. So it's all here, folks. There it is. Deal of a century. $30.95. The Scream Factory limited deluxe with Devine's artwork on the front. There's a screen. There's our thumbnail. I look surprised because I am surprised, but you know, it always pays to go to these places like this where they sell used movies. It always pays to, you know, if you can't see a price, ask, because sometimes these things happen. I know way back in the day they had the Halloween set for 60 bucks for like one day, and then somebody snatched it up. So it's bad that some people obviously aren't paying attention, and some poor guy probably got screwed out of his money, or you know, whatever it was he wanted when he returned it. But you know, and some people might be like, well, why did you take advantage of the situation? Well, it ain't my place to keep them in check for what they charge for stuff. And if I hadn't have got it, at least, you know, somebody would have got it. And this is basically what I've been wanting for like Christmas. My birthday's in February. This is what I've been wanting, is this. So this is like a miracle as far as I'm concerned. So like I said, it's hard to believe. Still in shock. I was in shock forever after she said it was 30 bucks. I was like, huh? What? 30 bucks? Yes, we want this. This is wanted. Yes, please put this back. And lo and behold, now I got it. So I don't know if you guys got any stories you might want to share below about any wild deals y'all's ever gotten, but I'm more than happy to hear them. And I'll let you guys know if I'm able to somehow swindle up a replacement disc, which I'm not going to hold my breath on because I don't know how this works exactly, but maybe.